What surprised me the most is that I could actually do this stuff. Here is a poster that I created. The parts that really made me think is when we used the Apple Teacher Learning Center to get badges. Some of those quizzes were really tough and they really made me think. Here are a few of the badges that I earned from the Apple Teacher Learning Center. In the assignment where we had to create a podcast, we had to connect an app and a blog and a website and review those, and that assignment was really beneficial to me because it showed me how many different ways you can connect technology to the classroom and really use it to enhance my students' learning. This is a screenshot of a really awesome app that I found that's an insect identifier, and I can totally see myself using this in the classroom someday. So one of my favorite projects is when we were introduced to the Adobe Spark programs, when we created a video and a slideshow. I've actually already shared that program with someone else because I thought it was so cool. So I really enjoyed the 2-week process of doing an entire lesson on the same thing. So I really got to dive into my topic and research it. And so that ended up being one of my favorite projects. I did my 2-week Adobe Spark collection on Ruth Bader Ginsburg. So here's a screenshot of a couple of the projects that I did. Another one of my favorite projects was when we created memes. Here is the meme that I created and will hopefully use it someday in my classroom. The third project that I really enjoyed was the hyperdocs. It was completely foreign to me. I'd never even heard of it. So I watched all of the videos and read all of the articles, and I think they're so amazing and so underutilized, and so I look forward to using them in my classroom and creating them. Here is a look at the hyperdoc that I helped create. Personally, I don't feel like there is any substitute for face-to-face teaching, but in the situation that we're in, I believe that we have a lot of resources that we can make do, so to speak, with a lot of these programs that I learned about with hyperdocs and things like that. I know that a lot of people prefer to learn that way, and that's all right. I don't, though, and I would much prefer to be in the classroom, and I would much prefer to teach in a classroom face-to-face. But I know that I'm thankful for all of the resources that I've been given and the opportunities that I've had this semester to learn new things about remote learning. So my wow moment was really easy to remember. It was the week you had us using the Google Docs app, and you showed us how to do the citations right there in Google Docs, and it was life-changing. Citations are awful and they take forever. So to have that tool, to have been shown that tool and how to get your citations put into Google Docs just with that tool has been amazing. And I actually just wrote my last paper using that very tool. So thank you so much. So many of the weeks began with me reading over the projects that we had due the following Sunday and being a bit overwhelmed and frustrated, thinking that I wouldn't be able to do this. But as each week progressed, I followed your step-by-step directions, and I was able to accomplish things. I was able to get assignments done, and I was proud of the work that I created. So I have learned so much through this class, not just about technology, but about perseverance and my own strengths, and just working through things, following directions, and taking things step by step.